So here I am cracking the ferry. What is the river?
Belmopan River.
Belmopan River. This is good exercise.
Yeah.
I wish I was doing this every day and then I'll have some muscle.
Yeah.
Very good. Taking us across. How many cranks it would take to get across?
Ooh, too much. You have to go faster for to make it crank a little bit.
Too lazy to go fast. Oh my God, this is great. Joanne, you're missing the grandkid. Joanne!
Okay, just.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
So that is the castle, El Castillo, the tallest pyramid. So here we are in this area, and the tallest building in the whole of Belize. Yes, that's what statistics say. So here we are at Xunatunich, and look at those pyramids. It's as if they use a form of mortar to hold the stones together, because the stones are all odd shapes. So this archaeological site is very close to the Guatemalan border. So on this side, southern side, there's the frieze, various carvings made out of stucco at the back of El Castillo at Xunatunich archaeological site. I've challenged myself to walk to the top of the pyramid, El Castillo, the highest one. We'll see how it goes, if I'll make it or not. So now I have to hold on to that tiny rail and go up the narrow staircase to the top of the pyramid. Let's go. So I'm at one level now, looking back at the grounds. Here we are at one level. Let's keep going. So here I am at the top of the pyramids, and I got a 360-degree view of the whole landmass. On the other side is Guatemala. So it's a little scary because I'm up here by myself, but so I'm walking up the hill, visiting Cajalpet, the next archaeological site, which is very close to San Ignacio in the west of Belize. And to think, on top of these little hills, vegetation grew over the years, but it's actually a pyramid. So here we have an open courtyard, Plaza B as they call it, in the middle of all the built up structures. So here we have a big and imposing pyramid. All the steps to go up there, and it looks like an altar at the top. Another living space, we think, with a stone bed. Opens into a big courtyard. So this is the back end of the pyramid. And there's another staircase that leads up to the pyramid. yet another passageway. Another dark passageway. So I just came from this passageway down the corridor. And there's another passageway with steps leading up to the top of the pyramid. Very interesting, and it feels lived in, as it would have felt centuries ago, more than 1,000 years ago. Oh yes! Now this looks like living quarters because you have a concrete section that looks like a bed, right? A raised portion. So these could have been the living quarters. Look at the ceiling. Big stone beds. Let's see the next house along the way. This is Kahal Peck. Oh, there's another one with a big stone bed. That would sleep several people. So this must have been the home for a big family, because this is a really long stone bed. It even has like a headboard and a footboard. But the people were short in that time, so maybe it slept a whole family. I'm even smelling food in here. Where's that smell coming from? And more over on this side. Concrete bed. See what we can see. What's behind here? Ooh, a little window. What's behind here? Could be like a living space or something. You saw this, like a living space and a window. Going up the steep steps, what will we see on top here? Some steps are very, very high, so you have to be careful they're not evenly spaced. Ooh, and through the opening, we reach to another courtyard. This is amazing. So we pass through here, and we get to another courtyard. That's amazing. Beautiful. Really pretty. Another courtyard with a big tall pyramid. Not quite as tall as Xunatunich, but so tall nevertheless. And this, I can imagine they had big assemblies here in this courtyard. Again at Kahal Peck, going up the steps to the next building in the plaza. Hiking down to Big Rock Falls. So you park your car and then you have to hike down this trail. So they have some makeshift steps here to take. I could hear the falls. I could hear the waterfall as I walk down. So let's go down step by step. I'm hearing it. You can see the waterfalls. Yes, the first set of falls in the distance. Getting closer and closer to the waterfalls. You could hear it loudly. I could smell the pine. It's a tropical pine. It's in the middle of the bushes. But it smells gorgeous. Really sweet smell of pine. So I'm claiming this little pool as my private swimming pool. It's right next to Big Rock Falls. Lovely, quiet, and serene, at one with nature. Big Rock Falls in Belize, Pine Ridge National Park. Now it's time for a dip after all that driving. This looks like an abandoned military station. All the buildings seem empty, and barracks, but nobody's in them. Spooky. Spooky. Okay, so driving up to Rio on Pools is Rio on Creek. Very narrow road. So I need to pay attention to the road. Stop filming, Lindy. Oh, and there's the park. Fine. Remember to hit that subscribe button for daily and consistent content. Hope to see you every day. Hit the subscribe button.